The day has finally arrived. 2 years ago, I found these Pokemon cards at a garage sale in America, and today I have finally got my cards back, and I'm going to reveal to you guys just how rare and expensive these cards actually are. Now you might be thinking, what Pokemon cards are we dealing with? And fortunately, on my journey over to the US, I was able to find what they call the base set. Now the base set is the very first edition of the Pokemon cards that were ever released, way back in 1999. They've got some really sentimental value for myself because I was a kid back then collecting these things, so it was a real nostalgic purchase 2 years ago when I found them at a garage sale. Better yet, I also knew the value of these things were pretty crazy. I've also been able to get the Blastoise, the Charizard, and the Venusaur. So not only is it base set, but it's also the base set trio, the three most rare Pokemon cards of that very first set from way back when. So what we're doing is we're sending them off to PSA. This is the best grading company in the world to determine the value of the condition of the card. Now, depending on what number out of 10 it comes back as, determines how much money I'm going to make if I choose to go on to sell the cards. Now, I've had a look on eBay, and the Blastoise edition of the card that I have, if it's a PSA 9 out of 10, it went on to sell for close to $1,900. If we have a look at the Venusaur, similar result, around a $1,900 price point. And then thirdly, we've got the Charizard, the biggest and the best card on the market. This is one of the rarest cards that are out there for Pokemon, and it has sold in a PSA 9 for $10,789. This example that I've got here was actually done with CGC. PSA always generally gets a few more dollars. So you could argue that this is an $11,000 to $12,000 card if we can get a PSA 9 back from our grading. So what I want to do is I want to take you into what was a garage sale that I will never forget. 2 years ago over in America, we were based out of Virginia, and I rolled up to this garage sale and I completely blew my mind. So before we open them up, I want to relive that journey and show you what took place all those years ago.
What'd you do?
It's mint. I don't think I would.
Pokemon marbles?
Oh, they're good.
Are they?
Yep, I've just sold them before. They're really good.
Let's split them.
Okay. Feel happy with that?
You take those ones.
Alright.
Do you say yes, it is 50% off?
Look at this.
Yeah.
Pokedex.
So high priced.
Is it?
They usually on the second day.
That'd be good.
Temporary tattoos. What are the ears on them? Yeah, these are rare.
What do you reckon a Pokedex is worth?
There you go. Bulk discount over
Oh, these are cool.
Is somebody buying a hat?
What's that down there?
Mint, man. But $30.
Well, negotiate if you can't swing it.
I don't know if they're going to
Don't
negotiate.
negotiate. He was just telling me he loves negotiating, Kevin.
Depends on the stuff.
Depends on the stuff.
Get one thing, yeah, it's tough to negotiate.
Yeah.
You get two things, and maybe we can talk about it.
Kev, he said get a few things and then we can talk. That's what he said.
Oh, that Nintendo 64 case is cool.
Hey, you guys missed out. I had my GameCube and Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That would've gone quick.
Pretty quick. All the Game Boys.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
All the goodies.
So this is the leftover, so it's all 10%, right?
That was supposed to go
That's
with
an old cider.
64, so
What's he
There's
gonna do?
this guy too.
I was like, okay, it's fine.
Coffin? No.
Yep.
I think it is. Got any steel VHS? That's all I want. Yeah, there's quite a bit of VHS over there. Oh, yeah?
Put a little pole next to your pole, guys.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Here.
You chasing Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon?
Yeah, he talked to me yesterday.
Yeah. Talk to me too, eh?
Convinced me.
Trying to convince you?
Yeah. What do you got?
Oh, wait, there might be another.
You're going Pokemon?
Oh, wait, there.
Going pretty much everything, I think. Yeah, from the looks of it.
So then Pokemon, like I said, I was a stupid kid, but I did at least somewhat smartly separate the ones that are a little bit more of value.
Okay.
But, you know, a lot of the other ones, you know, there's maybe some potential of some of the ones that are slotted in there, but
So these you were saying are slightly better, and then you
those are
got...
probably slightly better in terms of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, but I went through this years and years ago, and this is just one
Yeah, one little bundle.
One little bundle, and this whole bag is, you know, it's stacked with them. Some are Japanese, some are not. But realistically, you know, like I separated out my Pikachu's because, you know,
It's Pikachu.
it's Pikachu. You gotta do that. But
Yeah.
those are the more valuables. But with any of the cards,
Yeah.
they're all sold as a set.
Yeah,
I'm not parsing anything out.
No, just take the lot type thing.
Yeah, it's just like it'll be maybe slightly more just because there are other cards, but realistically, all the values in a handful.
In the bundle of it.
Yeah.
That's completely fair.
You guys want them, but those are just the empty packs of the.
Oh, from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're cool.
what I actually opened to get the Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah, those are cool actually.
Aren't they?
Yeah. By like a long shot. 40. That's your favorite number.
40 and I'll keep looking.
140
for
I
that?
got, it's not gonna be 140. So it's not. I got guys that are sellers that will give me more. Where are you at? There's no whispers. And I'm just saying, I'm not.
What are you at? What are you at?
Well above that. I mean, for where I'm going to be comfortable with the bit that I have looked at, which is just realistically a handful of cards. Just a handful for like 4. So that's selling value. You know, so it's different, and that's ungraded. That's all those things. So it's a complete and utter gamble that you find one that's worth more than that. It's a complete and utter gamble.
It's the mystery in the fun of it, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there were 1 or 2 in there that, you know, they continue adding up, and it's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's lots of 20s, 30s on all of this, really.
Yeah.
Well, it's the most efficient way. I don't know about smartest, but it's the
Well,
most
you
efficient way.
could take the rest of the year to sell them all off individually, I guess.
Yeah. And if I wanted to do that, I would have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just kind of like, God, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah. I hear.
Yeah, so like even those, like these Mews, like even those, I think were $15, $20 a piece.
15, 20 each.
You know, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I looked at it, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I know they're not as exciting, but there is also ornaments. Those are also worth quite a bit, honestly.
Are
Yeah, crazy, because they're the OGs.
they? Yeah, wow.
You know, online each of them is probably 15, 20. It's wild.
It is wild, hey? Yeah. All the Japanese.
Yeah, those ones I kind of found after the fact, funny enough. So they got the Game Boy Color, and then there's the Game Boy Games. That's in this slot. Game Boy Color's down here. And the 64 games look like they've been.
Would you break up the Game Boy from the Nintendo 64, or are you just trying to get rid of all gaming?
I mean, truthfully, I'm trying to get rid of all of it, but if there's a solid breakup that you're still trying to like take all of one,
I'd
sufficient.
look at all of the Game Boy. What about, let's just start something up at 300. What about that? You happy with that? Sure.
Should do 350.
Let's do 325.
Okay.
You happy? All right. Let's do it.
No,
There you go, man.
appreciate you.
All good. Thanks for the cards, man.
Yeah, of course.
That was
Appreciate
epic.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
Really cool, bro. Much appreciated.
Hope you enjoy them.
Will do.
You probably got some treasures in there. I'm
Oh,
sure.
there's a heap. There's a heap. Thank you, man. All right, I've got Kate here for the big moment, the moment of truth. Now, those cards that you saw in the video, I've gone on to sell them all over the last couple of years, and we are well into the profit. So technically speaking, these 3 cards have cost us nothing. Completely free, we're already in the profit. But like I said, if it was a 9, thousands of dollars worth of value. If it's a 1, well, still some money. Let's crack them open. I don't want to look. It's this way. All right. Now the good thing is they have been done in sequential order. So you've got 37, you got 39, but this will be 38. Yeah, 38. So there you go, 37, 38, and 39. So, I don't know what's what. So I don't know how to do it properly. But we're just going to go and show the camera without looking. So you guys are going to see first before we do. And this is going to, don't look. It's going to be the first one. There, it is the Venusaur. And it is a PSA 3 on our Venusaur. PSA 3, which is...
That's okay.
It's okay. It's no 9. It's not going to be worth $1,900. I'm pretty sure looking at the numbers of all the different numbers, I think a 3 is worth about $250.
That's so great.
$250, still better than nothing on a PSA 3 Venusaur. Yeah, not too bad. I would have liked obviously to have been a 5 or a 6. I wasn't thinking it was going to be upwards of a 9 because I pre-owned childhood cards from 20 years ago that weren't put in any hard protectors or anything like that. This one, I have no idea. Next card. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. It is the Blastoise, and it is a 5. PSA 5 Blastoise. Not too bad. I think a PSA 5 is worth 350. 350 for a Blastoise.
So 250 and 350.
So that's $600. So we've got $600 so far in the Blastoise and the Venusaur. Reason why they're worth $250 and $350 is because they're shadowless. And out of the different printing of the Pokemon cards from way back when, the shadowless was the first printing edition of the card, and then they became shadowed. And we have the shadowless edition, so that's why we're getting more money for low grades worth of cards. But a PSA 5 for a Blastoise, but this means the biggest and the best card, potentially a $12,000 card, is our Charizard. And I'm going to show you guys first what the Charizard has been graded. We could be talking thousands of dollars here. There it is. What is it? I can't read it. It is a PSA 4 Charizard. PSA 4.
That's not bad.
PSA 4's alright. I'm pretty certain a PSA 4 is about $1,400. $1,400 for a PSA 4 Shadowless Charizard, which brings
$2,000.
There is $2,000 worth. Oh, Perry, a big sneeze. Perry just sneezed. There we go. We got the trio. The trio, a PSA 3, 4, and 5 to the total value of $2,000. I just got to work out now if I want to sell it.
I'll take the Charizard.
I reckon I will sell it. I think I will sell it. But I'd like to offer it to you guys first. I won't put them on eBay straight away. If any of you guys would like them, I will do them for $1,800 as a lot. If you want one of them, send me a message on Instagram, but $1,800 for the lot. Base set Shadowless Pokemon cards, the trio. I'm pretty happy.
That's awesome.
Only took us 2 years. Thanks for watching, guys. If you wanted to catch that entire garage sale haul that I picked up in the States 2 years ago, I'm going to leave the video for you to check out right here. We'll see you in the next one.